Hello there, everyone. I have a recipe that I want to share with you today. These are for my banana bars. I made these a couple weeks ago to take to a picnic. I needed to bring a dish to pass, and this is what I brought. And I didn't bring them home with me. The leftovers, I left them there. And my husband was looking for them when we got home, and I was like, I'm sorry, but I left them behind, and never fear, I will make another batch of them. It is a little cool here today. It did finally warm up. The other day it was in the 80s and it rained all day yesterday, and it's only in the 60s now. So I thought I should get some baking in before it does warm up again and it's too hot to have the oven on. So I'm going to show you some ingredients here and then show you some steps for making these banana bars. So let's get started. You will need 2/3 of a cup of vegetable shortening, 2/3 of a cup of granulated sugar, 2/3 of a cup of brown sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 egg, and the recipe says to use 1 cup of mashed overripe bananas. I'm not going to measure mine. I have 3 bananas here. These are leftover from when I went grocery shopping Sunday, and you can see they're getting all spotty here. I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to throw these in. Just going to use the 3 bananas. If you want to, by all means, please measure your mashed banana if you feel more comfortable. I mean, just don't get goofy here if you don't measure them. I mean, don't put in like 10 bananas. Your batter is going to be too thin and the bars won't hold together for you. But I'm just going to throw in these 3 bananas here today. You are also going to need a large mixing bowl, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of salt, and 1 cup of chocolate chips. And to be honest, I don't always measure these either. In the past, I've just thrown the whole bag in there. And you're going to need a greased 9x13 baking pan. So those are all your ingredients that you're going to need. Now the first thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my vegetable shortening and I'm going to cream it with my 2 sugars. So I will stop you here for a second and I will come back and show you that when I'm finished. Okay, I'm back. I have my vegetable shortening and my sugars mixed together here. And this is what it should look like. Next, I'm going to be adding my vanilla, my beaten egg, and my mashed up bananas. All right, this is what my batter looks like now after adding in my mashed bananas, my vanilla, and egg. The next step would be to add your dry ingredients. I have them all sifted together in this bowl here, so that's going to be your flour, your baking powder, and your salt. After you get those mixed together in this bowl here, you're going to fold in your 1 cup of chocolate chips. I'm going to do those steps there and come back to you so you're not listening to my noisy KitchenAid mixer. All right, all of my ingredients have been mixed together now. This is what your batter should look like. I'm now ready to pour my batter into a greased 9x13 pan and put these in a preheated 350-degree oven. Now this is something that I have changed from the original recipe. I got this recipe many years ago from a Toll House cookbook. And the original recipe told you to put these banana bars in a jelly roll pan. So obviously that would change the texture of these. And if you do that, please note that you are going to have to adjust your cooking time. So I've always made these in the 9x13 pan just because you end up with a thicker more cake-like moist banana bar. The Jelly Roll pan, you would have a, flatter, chewier banana bar. So I'm going to get these into the oven, 350 degrees. It's going to take about a half an hour. Here you have it. Here are my banana bars. They took 35 minutes in my oven, and I have let them cool and dusted them with powdered sugar, and I cut myself a square here and made myself a nice coffee. I will leave the recipe down in the description box down below, and don't forget, if anyone has any questions they would like to ask me, leave them in the comments down below. I want to do a get to know me video in the near future. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful day.